Hey guys, welcome to another video. This is part 17 of my One Piece overview series. Today I'm going to be going over around half of Dressrosa. Last video I went over the entirety of Punk Hazard. So after Punk Hazard, the Straw Hats and they pick up Kiyomon and Momonosuke. They head off to Dressrosa. To confront Doflamingo, basically, like right there at his home country. So yeah, today I'm gonna be going over half a Dressrosa. I think I can do 5 volumes. So yeah, just my thoughts on Dressrosa. I think it is a very, very, very bloated arc. Like, there are a ton of things happening in this arc at once, and it's very difficult to follow everything. So to me, watching Dressrosa was a bit of a chore. I still thought it was really great. It was very entertaining, especially towards the end. But yeah, Dressrosa is very bloated. I'd say it's the most bloated arc in One Piece, and it's the second longest after whatchamacallit, after Wano. I'm not counting the East Blue because the East Blue is more of a saga. There's a bunch of tiny arcs in the East Blue. So this isn't a saga. This is like one whole arc. They're on the same island for the entire time, right? But yeah, Dressrosa is very bloated, and it might take me a while to get through everything I want to talk about. But Dressrosa is still a very good arc. Oda does an amazing job at tying so many things together at once. So it's still a really good arc. It's really long, and there's a lot of stuff going on. It might be difficult for some people to follow. But question of the day. I know there are a ton of great moments in Dressrosa. But I wanted to ask you guys, question of the day. What is your favorite moment in Dressrosa? For me, honestly, it's kind of tough to pick because there's a ton of them. There's probably at least 15 really good moments. But I'm not sure. There's a ton of them. I might say Luffy's Gear Force, or I don't know. I'm neutral on that one for now because there's a lot to think about and talk about and everything. But yeah, what is your favorite moment in Dressrosa? I know there's tons of different opinions about Dressrosa, so let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And don't mind me, I'm crunching. Don't mind the crunching. I'm eating chicharrones. I'm really hungry. But yeah, if you hear like this, don't mind that. I'm just really hungry. So yeah, as always, excuse me, I'll show you guys the volume covers. This is volume 71. That's volume 72. Volume 73. Volume 74. And volume 75. So yeah, there's a ton of stuff, like lots and lots of stuff to talk about. But I'll just be highlighting some of my favorite moments as I go through with it. Because on top of all the things happening at once, I'll try to list them. There's Luffy's fights at the Coliseum, Kiyomon trying to find Kanjuro, Um, Sanji and Nami and the others fighting off that lady with the art devil fruit. And then there's Rebecca and Kiros and then there's Doflamingo and Usopp and Sugar, and then the Tontada tribe and Sabo coming back from the dead. And oh my god, it's a lot of stuff. My head's swirling around it right now. It's just, yeah, there's a lot of stuff. But let's just get it over with. So this is the beginning of Dressrosa. They finally get to the island. And then La gives the Straw Hats a Vivre card, which leads them to Zou. Oh, and then Fujitora shows up. Really cool character. One of the cooler devil fruits. And then there's the Doflamingo Pirates. Senor Pink, Dellinger, Lao G, Macvice, Diamante. And I don't really care for any of them, to be honest. Diamante was probably the coolest one. Oh, and Pika. But yeah, the the characters, there's just so much. I don't know how to emphasize it anymore. Than just there's so much. But yeah, and then Sanji has this whole deal with Viola or Violet, I forgot what her name was. And then the soldier. And then Luffy's fights at the Coliseum. There's a lot, man. There's a lot of stuff. And then Rebecca. I don't care for Rebecca either. The only characters I really paid attention to in this arc were probably Law, Luffy, of course, and Sabo. I think that's about it. And Usopp. Usopp does some really great stuff in this arc. Yeah, and then they bring Caesar along with them. And Bartolomeo. Oh, and Bellamy's return. This was really crazy for me to see. I did get spoiled because I was Bellamy's on the spine of this cover or of this volume. So I was like, oh, that's cool. Bellamy comes back in Dressrosa. But I really like this character progression that he has bigger aspirations now that he's part of the Doflamingo Pirates. He's chasing after something other than Luffy. So that's really cool. It was cool to see him with character development, no less. The Straw Hat Grand Fleet guys are pretty cool, I guess. I don't know. I didn't really care for a lot of people here. I thought it would be really cool if Bellamy joined the Straw Hat Grand Fleet. That would have been awesome, man. That would have been really cool. But yeah, he didn't. I was kind of expecting him to join, but I guess not. And then I was gonna say Trophy and the others. Law and the others are doing their own thing. And then Usopp and Robin find the Tontada tribe. Oh, and Zoro finds one too. And then of course Usopp lies to the Tontadas. Oh. Chicharrones might be kind of like an alien thing to some of you guys. They're just pork skins. I'm Mexican or Hispanic, whatever you want to say. Like my entire family comes from Juarez, and I live here in the United States. So I've been eating these things my whole life. They're really good. If you guys haven't tried them, you don't know what they are, you should try them. They're really great. The authentic ones, though, not the ones that come in like potato chip bags. These ones you can find at a Mexican market, I think. So yeah, let's get on to wrong volume. 72. So yeah, I guess Viola shows off her true nature. Oh, this was really cool to see. I didn't really understand what Fujitora's devil fruit was exactly, but it's really interesting. It disturbs that trope or that common thing that all the admirals have about them having Logia devil fruits. So like Kainu has the magma Logia devil fruit. Kizaru has the light Logia. Aokiji has the ice Logia, and then Aramaki has the plant Logia or the tree Logia or something like that. He's made of like some kind of plant material. And there's that famous Usopp face. That's so funny. Yeah, these guys are doing their thing. Howdy Eating was pretty cool. I hope to see him in oh, spoiler alert, I hope to see him in Egghead Island now that the giants have arrived. And then Luffy's fight with Don Chinjao. He had like a scuffle with Garp or something. So he's blaming Luffy for some reason. I forgot to mention the soldier and Rebecca. That's one of the things that I really liked about this arc. It was really heartwarming. Every arc has to have like their emotional aspect, and I think that's it. Aside from Law's backstory, which I think no, not yet. I can see the black pages on the spines of the other volumes, but yeah, not just yet. And then Luffy wins round 1, I believe. And then it's so funny that Bartolomeo basically has like a crush on Luffy. He's a fanboy. And man, I don't really like Rebecca. Their story, Kiro's and Rebecca. I like that, but I don't like Rebecca. She cries all the time. It's annoying. So you guys probably know that backstory. That Rebecca's dad was turned into a toy by Sugar and Doflamingo. and that's like one of the most horrifying devil fruits in One Piece. Like it's definitely one of the most overpowered because all Sugar needs is a touch. Like she just has to touch you and you turn into a toy. On top of the side effect of everybody that you knew forgetting about you when you turn into a toy. That's ridiculous. And Sugar's devil fruit is really infamous in the One Piece community. So people say that it would, well, they have like devil fruit combinations. So the most overpowered I think would be Robin's Hana no Mi, and then the hobby fruit. I think that's what it's called. So you have the ability to sprout your limbs anywhere you want, on top of having the ability of the hobby devil fruit, to turn anybody you touch into a toy. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculously overpowered. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about that. And then on to volume 73. Gladius. I didn't really care for that guy either. I wanted to talk about Doflamingo. Doflamingo is a really interesting villain. Um, I don't know if you guys have gotten to this point yet, but spoiler alert, Doflamingo is a celestial dragon, which was news to me. I didn't know that about Doflamingo. I just knew that he smiled a lot and that he laughed a lot and that, he was a villain. That's about all I knew. So it was crazy to see that reveal that he used to be a celestial dragon. And that's why he has so much protection from the government. That's why they gave him the warlord position. And that's why the government is letting him take over the island of Dressrosa. So it really tells you how corrupt the government is in this world, even more than in ours. But yeah, it's Doflamingo's a really interesting villain, and it makes you hard. It makes you hard. Pause. Wait, I didn't mean that. It makes it hard for you to hate him because I like to call it like evil charisma, he's very manipulative. He's very cunning. He's incredibly intelligent. And he has one of the more unorthodox devil fruits in the series, I think. So at first, I didn't know exactly what his power was because I just saw him swinging, like grabbing the air basically and flying, and I didn't know exactly that it was a string devil fruit that lets him manipulate invisible strings practically. It's something unheard of. I've never thought about something like that. And Doflamingo uses it in so many useful and interesting ways in Dressrosa. So he uses it as slashing attacks. He uses it as a healing, like for healing, right? He uses it for clones, defensive attacks, and stuff like that. It's insane, right? And I think that's the greatest weapon in One Piece. Is definitely the imagination of anybody who has a devil fruit, really. And I think Doflamingo and Luffy are really great examples of that. And I'll talk about it later when Luffy he shows off his Gear 4th form. Because I think that's a really great example of him, whatchamacallit, like him utilizing his devil fruit to the fullest. And then here it makes it out to be like Law dies, but he came back to life somehow. So yeah, that was and then Big Mom's ships are she arrives at not her exactly. I think just her and her crew, they arrive at Dressrosa. They're looking for Luffy, I think, because he made a really cocky like exclamation back at Fishman Island. I forgot to talk about that. I apologize. But yeah, Luffy basically said that he was gonna I'll talk about this right now. But Luffy basically said that he was gonna beat her, you know what, all over the new world. And that he was gonna claim Fishman Island as his territory. Not like as an evil thing to say, but to protect his friends, right? And then Big Mom got furious, and she decided to go after Luffy. And then Sabo reveals himself to Luffy, and then we get another NL face. One Piece likes to do this a lot. So yeah, there's the reveal that Sabo's still alive. Which I'm not really attached to Sabo that much. I don't know. I get he's a fan favorite, but I think I like Ace more than Sabo. Cause he hasn't exactly done anything aside from basically knowing the truth of the world, and that the government's really, really looking for him now. But yeah, Sabo, I don't really connect to him that much. And what I feel about him coming back to life, or you know that he was alive this whole time, I don't know. I'm indifferent to it, to be honest. He's a cool character. I like his design, and I like that he carries on Ace's will, of course. But that's about it. I feel like he's gonna become another plot device in the future for the story, just like Ace was. Oh, and then there's Doflamingo's family. Pika, Diamante, Treble, Gladius, Lauji, Sugar, Buffalo, Macfi, Senor Pink, Violet, Baby 5, Dellinger, and Jola. Oh, and then Virgo and Monet, which we saw in Punk Hazard. So then here, I think they're still fighting at the Coliseum. That aspect of Dressrosa was so boring to me, man. I'm sorry if you did like the Coliseum fights, but they just kept going on and on and on. And I was like, when are they actually going to fight Doflamingo? I think it took me about a month to finish Dressrosa. But yeah. And I think a lot of people can agree with a lot of stuff I'm saying about Dressrosa. That it's very bloated. That you know, there's a almost too much going on at the same time. Too many characters. But there are lots of good moments in this series. I mean, well, yeah, in this series there's tons and tons and tons of good moments, but in this arc, lots of good moments. So Usopp and Robin are helping out the Tontadas take down the factory. Oh, is this the... I think this is the part where Usopp he scares Sugar, which was hilarious, man. I'll talk about it right now if we get to it in this video. Oh, that's right, huh? I feel like Robin should have known, to be honest, that would happen. She's definitely smarter than that. But then Usopp, he runs away like a coward, obviously. But then he mans up and stands up to Treble and oh, and then there's Kiro's flashback, which was heartbreaking, man. That was really sad. Oh, here it is. I laugh like really hard at a lot of stuff. But no moment in One Piece has made me laugh like this, or has made me laugh as hard as this one. This was hilarious, man. This got me like out of my chair laughing. This was so funny, and I didn't know about this moment. I knew about this face. I've seen this face going around while I was watching One Piece, but I didn't know the context. That was so funny. So Usopp knocks out Sugar, probably one of Doflamingo's strongest officers, which is so funny considering that she's technically like 20 something, but it turns the hobby fruit turns the user into like an 8-year-old or something like that. But yeah. Next we're going on to volume 75. So I don't know what this volume has. I might try to get through it a little faster. Oh, and then Sabo gets a hold of the Meramaro no Mi and eats it. And he gains the power of the flame fruit. And carries on Ace's will. I like that. I like that a lot. Sorry about that, guys. My alarm went off again, so I have like 5 more minutes left. Before the next one goes off, because I have to get my brother from school. But I forgot what I was talking about. Whatever I was talking about, I was probably talking about I don't know. But yeah, Doflamingo puts up the bird cage. It's a cage made of strings with basically intent to whatchamacallit, with intent to kill everybody on the island. Oh, and then there's Pika. I think it might be in this volume. But yeah, I'm trying to get through this. Sorry about speeding through this. I don't really want to, but I'm limited on time right now. I'll probably get back to this volume in the next video and just go over it really quickly. But yeah, that was and then the next volume should have Law's backstory, which I think was probably my favorite part of Dressrosa. Not my favorite moment. I don't know. Okay, I'll try to decide on it right now. I feel like my favorite moment is Zoro's 3 billion-fold world trichilicism. That's a mouthful, but it's such a cool moment for Zoro. So yeah, that might be it for me personally. But yeah, that was half of Dressrosa. One Piece overview part 17. Next video I'll be going over the second half of Dressrosa. I think I can do that. Yeah, it's like 4.5 volumes. So yeah, that video will be out by next week maybe. I'm not sure, to be honest. Cause spring break is coming up. So yeah, I might not have time to do videos during those 2 weeks. But of course I'll be cooking up some stuff. I have some ideas for some new videos. But yeah, that was One Piece. That was part 17 of my One Piece overview series, half of Dressrosa. Next video, I'll be going over the second half of Dressrosa. And let me know your guys' favorite moment in this arc. See you guys in the next one. Peace.